Alright, do we have sound? No? Cool. There we go. All right, cool. That's settled. Got audio coming. Awesome. Sorry. Several formats I haven't... Stream formats I haven't touched in a while. So, you did not know how they work. It's ultimately what it comes down to. Forgot what was set up, what was working, what wasn't working. But I think we're good. Let's turn down them a little bit. Bobby! Welcome, Bobby. Again, feels like yesterday you were in here reacting to Hogwarts Legacy. I know. How much has changed? Ooh. Let's take this sucker full screen. Alright. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to expect, if I'm being honest. I wasn't even sure if I was doing this. That's why it happened several minutes before, where I just decided, hey, you know what? Might as well set up a stream. Let's just make sure that that is coming out the right way. The older I get, don't worry. I'm not even that old, and I'm starting to feel the same way. But thank you guys for joining me last minute. There was really no notice to this happening. The thumbnail is even me. I'm wearing this shirt because I did it like 5 minutes before. I was like, just take a picture and go. Let me know how the background music sounds in relation to myself. I don't... In fact, I could probably mute this for now just because I have not many expectations for the showcase. Just to let those of you who do stop by know, I will be doing formally, and I'll have it properly set up in advance, you know, scheduled stream, where I'll be doing the Xbox Showcase and the Summer Games Fest Showcase on Friday and Sunday, are the 2 days that those take place. So I will be streaming those just to let everybody know. I'm looking forward to those. When it comes to this, I have no idea what to expect at all. I have zero clue. We talked a little bit about it on the Renegade Realm podcast on Thursday, and Assassin had some great insights to share where he brought up a possible 2.5 Metroidvania God of War. That sounds pretty damn cool. There maybe will be Santa Monica's project also. They're working on sci-fi IP, new sci-fi IP, which would be really, really cool. And I don't think we'll see anything from Naughty Dog. FromSoft, I don't know. We were told that Resident Evil Assassin Shared is no longer going to have a partnership with PlayStation, so that changes things. Is it true 39 is creeping up on me? And it is true, 39 creeping up on me. Is State of Play PlayStation? Yes, it is. It is a PlayStation showcase. Most of the good things are going to be showing off at the Xbox showcase. I think Xbox is going to have a killer event, and I think it's going to be that way because nothing's been leaked. Not really, at least. And that's why I'm excited for these showcases, because there's nothing that has come out as far as I've seen, and I want to try to keep it that way. The Xbox showcase is Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Double check me on that. But I believe it is Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Summer Games Fest showcase is Sunday. I don't remember what time that is at. But basically, we got today, Friday, Sunday, and there's also a separate showcase for the new 007 game coming from the team that made Hitman. So that's pretty cool, I think. It's the other way around. RSJ, thank you for stopping by. It's the other way around. Summer Games Fest is Friday, and Xbox Showcase is Sunday. Let's just... Summer Game Fest 2025. Let's just pull it up. We have time. Summer Game Fest 2025. Just tell me the date. Taking place on June 3rd? No, I want the actual showcase. June 6th. Okay, so you were right. So June 6th at 5 p.m. Eastern Time for the Summer Game Showcase. Xbox Game Showcase is June 8th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's Sunday at 1 p.m. So there you go. Friday at 5 p.m., Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Summer Games Fest and Xbox Showcase, respectively. I can't keep up with dates. I just released my 2 showcase prediction videos. I'm working on another one that's specific to whether or not we'll see Elder Scrolls 6, and I sort of break down all the arguments I've been seeing as to why, and all the arguments I've, sort of countering those points too. And that's in progress. I'm working on. And then I'll also be doing recaps of these showcases. So this is busy, hectic week. Trying to keep up. Trying to keep up on it. It's a lot. And especially on top of a full-time job. I have a client call immediately, basically, after the showcase ends. So we won't be lingering too long after the showcase talking about it. Too long. I have some thoughts. Neither did most people, Chris. Welcome. Neither did most people know that this was a thing, because Sony decided it was a good idea to announce it yesterday. Like, less than 24-hour notice. They go, oh, by the way, we were showing off stuff too. Which was the weirdest decision. It was such a weird plan. Like, as soon as Xbox came out with theirs, they should have said, oh, also we're doing ours. Holly, hello, I'm here to be number 1. You have some competition. Duel for the number 1 in my streams. I want a button I could hit that just has an animation of, like, the Damarco dude. Little, emoji. And then also just, I don't know, an audience of angry fanboys coming out at one another. Why is the chat, like, up in the middle of nowhere? I'll move that down. American, just stopping by to say afternoon. Afternoon to you too, gentlemen. Good sport. Welcome. And I hope you have a wonderful day wherever it puts you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Chris, thank you for the very generous $20. Here's to the man who will put together a watch party in hours. Did this in 15 minutes. Hours. No, we're going to be definitively doing, like I said at the beginning, we're going to be definitively doing both Xbox and Summer Games Fest. That I'll have scheduled a little bit better. Okay, let's turn this up. Get it going. I really hope we get to see Bloodborne caught. Or Concord 2. That's my expectation. I want Concord 2.5. Do it Lion King style. 2.5.
Running through our veins, heartbeat. Love is making waves, emotion. Running through our veins, heartbeat. Love is making waves. I'm facing my fears, not backing away. I'm facing my fears, not backing away.
Go, Iguana Men!
Emotion running through our veins.
Luminous Arrest. Alright, listen. Yep. Musical Tetris. Musical Tetris, I'll take it. That was pretty fun. PSVR 2. Hey, actual PSVR 2! Holly, you'll get to use the PSVR!
Hello from Enhance. I'm Tetsuya Mizuguchi. ディレクターの石原隆です。ルミネスアライズのトレーラー楽しんでいただけたでしょうか。この秋、PlayStation 5、PSVR2 対応で発売予定です。ルミネスアライズはバラエティ豊かな曲と美しいビジュアルが没入感を高め。
That's the reason. That's the reason to pick up a PSVR right here. Huh? Are you convinced to pick up PSVR? I'm sold.
テトリスエフェクトを一度遊んだことがある人はわかると思いますが、ルミネスアライズはただのパズルゲームではありません。夏にシングルとマルチプレイの体験版を配信予定です。ぜひ皆さん手に取って遊んでみてください。
I love that demos are... Alright, listen. I love that demos are coming back. Okay, I'm just gonna say, you put out a demo, and you have me a little bit more convinced. Right? It's a good thing to do. Hey, King! Welcome!
The future. It isn't just
Stop.
a dream.
You violated the law.
It's a
Pay the
promise.
court a fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen
One we're
goods are now
turning into
forfeit.
reality.
Then pay with your blood.
Thank you, Chris,
With our
for the $2. You got
generation of
competition.
filament and advanced generative AI.
Thank you, Chris, for the $2. You'll
we're
get there.
reshaping the
You gotta
line between
keep
dreams
engaging.
and reality. We create life for our future. Delphi Corporation.
Let's see about getting passed through to Earth. And why are these things trying to kill us?
By the gods, there's a psychopath on the loose.
There you are. All better.
You patched me up.
I am DI-03367. They are pragmatic.
Hang on a second. Don't you have a name or something? I'm good.
I'm sorry, did you rob the guys in Starfield to get that armor?
I think I can help.
Targets identified. Neutralizing threats.
Neutralize us?
Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way through.
Okay.
Bypassing first and second firewalls. Hooking control protocols. Initiating hack.
Pragmata! Hey, there you go. That's interesting.
D.I.
I said I am D.
Okay.
I stop.
How about we call you Diana.
Diana?
It's real. 2026. All right, not my type, not my thing, but that looks cool. Thank you, Chris, for the $10. Thank you, Holly, for $2.
Speaking of curry,
Oh,
current president is actually a human
please.
being. What does that mean? It's okay.
Just chat. Just chat. You'll get number 1.
Romeo! Romeo! Stay with Grandpa, me! You're gonna die! Romeo, listen up! You're gonna die in about 15 seconds! Seriously? Seriously.
Oh,
Don't
this is
worry.
gonna make me
I made
sick
this
to
just
watch.
in case. The dead gear life support system. Don't move, okay? You're already half dead. From now on, you're half dead man. No, wait, that's pretty lame. Dead man. From now on, you're dead man.
I'm a dead.
Romeo is a dead man. Coming 2026. Maybe.
Huh? That was Grandpa's voice. Are you like a spirit? I'm on your back. What?
I don't even have my stunned silence is my lack of commentary for what the heck is happening. What, Lotus, welcome, by the way. I'm glad that you're really excited about Pragmata. That's cool. I have no idea what's okay. An FBI across time and space uses swords and guns in a science fiction bloody action game. It raises questions like, why is Romeo a dead man? Were you? I know, chat, you're wondering why Romeo is a dead man. After that, I know all of you are asking that question, and you won't be able to sleep tonight. I guarantee it, because you'll just be wondering, why is Romeo a dead man?
どこ行くの？こっち通るの珍しいね。
今は誰かと喋りたくて。
私も後から行くね。
じゃあね。
I don't have words. This is what people wanted to see.
私の悪いおばあちゃんまでいないなんて、こんなの絶対に変。誰もいないし、気味の悪い怪物がうるつき回ってるし。いや、
It looks really visually dated, I will say. The character models, at least. Okay. Are there other okay, there's the other enemies. That's the stuff that'll get you. The weird thing.
そんなあんたがいなくなってくれるんだからせいせいする
Ooh.
一人は嫌だよ寂しいよずっと一緒だよって約束したよね
It looks like combat's gonna be a big part of it, but it doesn't look like the combat look that intriguing. Like very basic, rudimentary. You dodge, you hit. All right. Interesting. It looks very dated. September 25th, 2025. So it's coming this year, which is cool. It looked very dated. The character models especially look like it's from a couple years ago. But that is the type of game that I think can get along with really good story and really good psychological horror elements. So it can work.
The castle has been sighted again. The church's orders are absolute. These human sacrifices must be stopped. We will track the ethereal castle, break its gates, and exterminate the creatures that dwell within. The Demon Lord himself will fall by our hand. This mission will test the limits of your courage. You will face horrors beyond your darkest imaginings. Beasts that defy reason.
Castlevania? Wouldn't they be showing off Richter or Simon right away? One, two, three.
Tonight, we start our mission!
Bloodstain, the Scarlet Engagement in 2026. That's mostly 2026 games so far.
So you've come, dogs of the church, right into the palm of my hand.
They need some more in 2025. This year. What's the last half of the year?
Visuals of Shinjuku that I'm seeing are a hellscape I can't quite put into words. You've somehow been sent back in time 8 years. But the situation here is critical. I'm counting on you, Agent.
Digimon.
Our ultimate mission is to uncover the causality between these anomalies.
It's probably
Any Digimon fans?
Is that what you call us, Digimon? I'll always be right here with you.
Any Digimon fans out there?
Are you working for? I remember you guys.
I'm reading chat. I forgot about the guy.
You really don't know anything about the digital world?
We have been enemies for years now, but this is the first time the Titans have launched an attack on this scale.
We now believe
You all have 75 experience points, besides Bobby and Fury.
the world on this end is running out of time.
If the gate is opened with the digital world in such
I think
the human world will most certainly be
I think that the functionality is YouTube still testing it. They don't really have it. Yeah, I'm not really convinced either. I see why they
Tree has been attacked. It is just as a great one.
lower that a bit. I see why they announced it yesterday.
If that thing opens, then we'll be swarmed by digital.
Volume of the stream.
Everything's riding on you. We must fulfill our mission. Agent.
Turn the show up. Oh, you want the show up. Okay, yes. There we go. The show is louder. I've made the show louder. Square Enix! Come on, Square Enix! Give me something.
Deliver us from our sins, that we might know salvation.
If you feel wrong, blame yourself or the Father.
Why do you fight? Why walk this
Final
path
Fantasy?
of subterfuge and conflict?
The powerful must rule the weak. It is our duty.
Heavens fall upon your crown!
This vile charade has gone on long enough. It ends now.
Final Fantasy Tactics.
Do you remember when your father showed us how to make a whistle of a blade of grass?
So for what it's worth, these type of games are actually really cool. Because there's one called Eternalize that I used to play, The Living Daylights, that was that style. Like, it was ripped off, basically, of Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't know what came
And I'm
first,
Sid
but...
Schumann, here to deliver news and release dates for games coming to PS5 later this year.
Thank you!
We
2025.
hope you enjoyed that first look at Final Fantasy Tactics: The Evil East Chronicles.
Yeah, it's cool.
The game will include 2 versions of the original PlayStation Classic. The enhanced version, which features improved graphics, fully voiced dialogue, refined gameplay, and much more, as well as the classic version, which brings a faithful recreation of the 1997 original to modern consoles.
That's cool.
Final Fantasy Tactics: The Evil East Chronicles launches on PS5 and PS4 September 30th, and will be available for pre-order later today.
My thumbs
This
up
next
hurt.
game is something really special. When I first played it, I laughed so hard I almost barfed. Let's check it out.
If it is RSJ, then you're gonna have to find out after. They're not gonna show it here.
Sorry, I just need to pee.
How badly?
Just normal. Bad.
Hey, just go behind this bush. I'll wait.
I can run away.
Pea shy.
No.
Yeah, no, you don't want me watching.
You can watch.
In baby steps, all you have to do is carefully place one foot in front of the other, which is easier said than done. Main character Nate requires some pretty deliberate movement to make even the simplest progress.
This is the
It's a
third time we've
captivating
seen this, I
open
think.
world experience filled with oddball characters.
Here we go. Knock up. Oh, no. You found it even without a map. The best toilet on the mountain.
Oh, good.
Definitely check this one out when it comes to PS5 on September 8th.
Okay, September 8th. Cool. Second? I thought we've seen that game more. But it looks fun. It's a fun
title from Bandai Namco
rage
Studios,
game,
Singapore.
right?
In this journey to save your origami home, you'll transform into paper shapes with distinct abilities.
Cool art style.
Including a paper airplane, a nimble frog, a hardy armadillo, and a powerful ape.
What if I want to be a chimpanzee?
Master the art of folding when Hirogami arrives on PS5.
What if I want to be an
this
orangutan?
summer.
Hirogami.
Sid, why don't you tee this next one up?
Thanks, Sean. The Hot Shots series has been with PlayStation from the very beginning, and its latest installment, Everybody's Golf Hot Shots, boasts its largest character roster
This is the golf game I've been waiting for. Screw PGA Tour from EA Sports.
Each with weather effects and new nighttime variants.
I don't need to pay the EA price of entry.
And those who do will get Bandai Namco's iconic Pac-Man as an
Comes
early
with
unlockable
Pac-Man.
character. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots drives onto PS5 September 5th.
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is a challenging new entry in the long-running action franchise.
Cool, Ninja Gaiden.
From the makers of the Blasphemous series, Ragebound stars dual protagonists from rival clans, forced to combine their souls and skills against a demon uprising. And longtime fans will really love the pulse-pounding soundtrack, featuring guest composers from the original series.
That is cool. And honestly, it's good music. Music in games is always a big selling point for me.
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound arrives July 31st on PS5 and PS4.
Okay, cool. Nothing's gotten me yet,
From
though.
the game bakers,
I gotta be honest.
Cairn is a survival climbing experience where you must carefully plan your ascent up a deadly mountain.
This is interesting to me.
Manage balance and stamina to discover secrets.
Hey! Hey, wait for me!
Encounter other climbers.
I'm Marco. Nice to meet you.
And survive the harsh conditions of the climb.
That's a cool
Give it
one.
a try yourself with a demo that arrives later today.
Oh! That's pretty cool. You get a shadow drop. Yeah, I hope you feel better,
That's
Arcane.
all from us. But there's still a
unless
lot
the
of
game's
state of play to come.
I like the game to be fun before I care about the sound. Yeah, of course. Well, of course.
Digital Eclipse. Nothing can prepare you for their next collection.
But if you got a good soundtrack, right, you could
We knew
get
pretty
me in
early on that the game was fun to play. People were excited about it.
The most rewarding part of it is just seeing people react to it.
We knew that we were onto something.
It was such a shock to see this game. I was like, I can't believe this game exists.
It was like the bloodiest game at the time, right? When it released.
It became something that added to the mystique of Mortal Kombat.
We're showing you a part of a world that is much larger.
Wow. Why they got question marks? Wow! Okay.
It's a bit of the Wild West.
Every part of that game is an expression of who we were and what we wanted to do.
Flawless victory.
That is very, very cool that you can play online all those classic Mortal Kombat games. That is really, really neat, actually. Hardware reveals. That's a surprise, but a welcome one.
Control here. We have evidence of an enemy intruder. Commence
Hey,
alert formation.
Konami.
That guy? No, he's close. Where did he go?
We've lost sight of the enemy. Find him. We're under fire. Enemy position unknown.
Loading like this? It's a revolution.
All right, Commander. from me.
Time for you to taste some real pain. What's the matter? I'm over here. Go back to your own world.
Man, I really need to play this game. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. It looks inconsistent. Oh, release date. Did we have a release date for this before? I don't think so. That was online, wasn't it? Metal Gear Online?
Stones. Shining stones imbued with
We already knew.
humankind's
Welcome, Red.
never-ending dreams.
Hey, Jenkins. You haven't
Since time
missed
immemorial,
much.
this power.
They're getting
has
to the better
been
stuff, though. They're getting to the better stuff.
impetus for human wars.
Team Ninja.
Such an ominous atmosphere, and one thick with the presence of Aratama.
Ooh, vicious.
What makes a shogun? Here is my answer.
This looks fun. Nice. I love the creature designs too. It's really cool.
How foolish of you to have entered the depths of hell.
Neo 3. I've never played Neo before. Bobby! Yeah, Bobby, there you go. I wish I could get more excited about some of these things. Just don't know these franchises.
Tokugawa. Takechiyo.
Early 2026. Let's go. That looks fun.
皆さんこんにちは。チーム忍者の安田です。戦国死にゲーシリーズの最新作ニオ3をついに発表させていただきました。今作のアクションはシリーズおなじみのサムライスタイルに加え、新たに忍者スタイルを追加。より多彩な戦闘を楽しめます。
It's cool that you can just transition like that on the fly. I could see so many interesting combinations where you're traversing and then you manipulate which style you're going in, and it's a cool way to give you a lot of different abilities without muddying it up too much, right? Demo available today. Hey, Bobby! Check it out!
No one knows how old the city really is.
Go download your demo.
For me, it's all I've ever known. My whole world. I was raised in this city's shadow. Free to take whatever I need to survive.
This looks like a cool use of VR.
This city hides many lost and legendary treasures. Locked away, waiting to be found. Waiting to be taken.
Thief?
But some treasures come with more trouble than others.
It's an infinity stone!
I thought I was dead.
Thief? VR. That is a cool use of VR. I want to see more things like that from PlayStation.
Are you there yet?
I want PlayStation VR to be cool.
Uncovered a formula for a cure, but she's keeping it safe in her tower.
Hey, you got some hosen?
Market Land seems a bit tense today. I heard something happen with another Tidewalker. Damn it. It's gone. Someone beat us to it.
Oh.
Ever since the Great Flood, Elland, my dear planet, has been dying. Plastemia has taken everything from us. But you Tidewalkers are all connected.
Hey, you! Stop right there!
And it's up to you now to use that power.
This is a cool way to do multiplayer.
This is our new recruit! Please, help me.
This is a cool idea.
Will you help us?
Oh! Tides of Tomorrow. That is a really neat concept. February. Did they say February 26th? I will say they did what was it? Road 96 or Route 96?
It's a pleasure to be back today to share more news with you. What the last few months it has been in the world of Astro. Astrobot launched last September to such encouraging feedback, even receiving a few honors we are truly grateful for. In October, we added 5 speedrun levels, followed by a Christmas special packed with festive surprises. And then earlier this year, the Vicious Void Galaxy made
Ollie's gonna like this.
adding yet more new challenging levels, all of which came at no additional cost. And today, I am pleased to announce that later this month, you will be able to enjoy 5 brand new challenge levels
Hey!
in Astrobot, bringing the total to a whopping 90 planets.
Wow.
And new special bots will be there too, including Atsu from Ghost of Yotei, alongside other fans' favorites, but these ones are a surprise. And finally,
Ghost of
the
Yotei's
Astrobot DualSense wireless controller will return later this year.
Heyo!
With a slight twist. So be on the lookout for more news coming soon. From all of us at Team Asobi, thank you all for the amazing reception you gave our game. And enjoy the rest of the show.
Did you get the Astrobot controller, Holly? Did you care? You probably did, even though it's PlayStation. I just used my plain one. That multiplayer game really got me. That one interests me. Pirate game? But you just got Sea of Thieves on PlayStation. You want another one? This one's third person. This is interesting. It looks better than the Ubisoft one. There's cool sea monsters. I'm interested. Sea Remnants coming 2026. Looks too Fortnite-y. I wouldn't buy it. I'm interested. Journey? Oh. By the same people. Artists, excuse me. Journey was a cool game. This is a beautiful looking game too. And the music! Sick! Wall running, kick flips. You get a little bit of Jedi Survivor in there. You get some Tony Hawk Pro Skater in there. Whooshy whoosh. Sword of the Sea. I like it. Pathless meets Journey. Pathless was a really cool game too.
Hi everyone, I'm Kristen Zatani. That was a new look at Sword of the Sea, a visually striking adventure from the team behind Abzu and Pathless. We're excited to announce that Sword of the Sea will launch this summer into the PlayStation Plus game catalog.
This team, Squid, they are
Remedy brings otherworldly action
incredibly consistent. They deliver great experiences. You know what you're getting, and they're always good. They're always a good time.
Must confront and contain the reality warping chaos found within the
and they do a little bit different each. Like Pathless was different than Abzu, which was different than Journey.
Firebreak launches day one in the game catalog on June 17th.
June 17th, 2025. Okay, cool.
The PlayStation Plus Classics catalog welcomes several new titles this summer. The PS2 version of legendary immersive sim Deus Ex arrives June 17th. In July,
hey,
Twisted
Goodrich!
Metal 3 and Twisted Metal 4 join the service
Goodrich
just in time
Games
for the second season
Twisted
premiere
Metal.
of Twisted Metal,
He's not
which
here.
arrives July 31st in select countries, including Peacock in the US. Additionally, 2 of Capcom's most beloved games from the original PlayStation are set to join the Classics lineup. Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 will arrive later this summer in the Classics catalog.
Nice.
Additionally, Myst and Riven will arrive later this month as part of the Days of Play celebration, running now through June 11th.
You get to play Myst?
Days of Play is a 2-week event that includes bonus PlayStation Plus content drops, great deals on software and hardware, and more.
Myst is a cool game.
Visit PlayStation blog and PlayStation.com for full details.
His parents cut their own rope to save him. He watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain. He was 11 years old.
He then started a grand tour of every major boarding school in Britain.
Always at the top of his class.
Always at odds with authority. Same thing in the Navy.
His superiors all praise his instincts.
And they're all in need of early retirement. Nobody knows what to do with him, Mom.
No, and I suspect he feels the same way. But what he did in Iceland...
What he did in Iceland was insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. He only survived thanks to blind luck.
Damn it, he's
One
Bond.
good reason to put him in the program, Mom.
I think you just covered them all, Greenway. It's really quite simple. Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
Whoa! Hey, young!
Do you have an appointment?
The name's Bond.
James Bond. He's with me.
And you are? Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, James.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
You missed
We're
one.
facing a situation of the utmost delicacy. I need all my pieces on the board.
And there's the Hitman. Yeah, that's the Hitman. There you go.
The end game is we won't see it coming.
Nice! That looks fun.
Gets me every time.
She's not your friend, Bond. She's an asset.
With respect, Mom. The hell with that.
Can't have Bond without the car.
Tell me, what do you do, James? Lately, headhunting.
Interesting. Wow. Huh.
I suppose this is another teachable moment.
Earn the number 007 coming 2026. Sign up to get a golden pistol. Gameplay reveal this summer. I mean, it looked like there's some gameplay in there.
I'm Hakan Abrak, CEO of Iron Interactive.
That looked good.
The team is thrilled to announce 007 First
It looked
Blood.
good. It looked like a mix
We'll
of...
experience James Bond as a young air crewman in the Royal Navy. Before the tuxedo and the martinis, as he first steps into the world of espionage, striving to earn his 00 status. Everyone at Iron Interactive has poured their passion and dedication into crafting an experience that honors the legacy of Bond, harnessing our 25 years of agent expertise.
I believe that
This
one,
is just
yeah.
the beginning of our journey with 007, and we can't wait to share more with you soon.
Yeah, it's a more story-driven Hitman. Right? A little bit more cinematic, it looks like. A little bit more cutscenes and story elements and stuff like that. Yeah, Ghosts of Yotai. But that looked really good. That looked very, very good, what they showed off. A cool blend. That's Dexter? Maybe. I don't know, I never watched Dexter.
You're still with me?
Doggo! Look at the doggy. Cute dog. Good boy. Good boy. It's such a weird way to do it. It's such a weird way. Why do you have to wait a month?
君のことは親友だと思っているが、やるしかないようだな。ビブラニウムのシールドだけでは私のアーマ
They're doing anime Marvel? What? Listen, DC has Injustice. Marvel gets this. Honestly, this looks fun. Big roster too. Dr. Doom, Star-Lord. Storm?
たとえ人々に嫌われていても私は世界を守る。さあ耐えられるかしら。
Damn, this is a lot going on though. Marvel took on Fighting Souls. I actually like that. I think that's super fun. I like fighting. I'm not good at fighting games, but I like fighting games. None of you guys are fighting games fans? This is dumb. What is this? Disney will do anything for $1. They're all kind of dumb. I like fighting games. Oh, Bobby likes Marvel vs. Capcom.
の格闘ゲームを作ってみないかというような提案をいただきまして、いや本当に聞いた時はびっくりしましたね。で、世界的に本当に有名な IP ですし、光栄だなと思いつつも、まず本当にうちの会社で大丈夫かなという不安もあり。
The inspiration for working on this project really came from a place of pure fandom and wanting to say, why isn't PlayStation in this space?
So PlayStation approached us with this vision to bring Marvel back to the forefront of the tag fighting genre. And that got us really excited because we had worked with them before on successful stuff like
missing that
Spider-Man
since
franchise with Insomniac.
When it came to approaching
Marvel vs. Capcom, they haven't had
and let them know, hey, you know,
we're thinking
about approaching a company like Arc System Works to make a fighting game. We'd love to partner with you to do this really great collaboration. Would you be interested?
When they named the developer, that really perked up our ears. It's always refreshing to work with a team that will take on the challenge of tackling Marvel, putting their own spin on it, and then just uppercutting that challenge into the stratosphere. And that's what you get with this team. I mean, they couldn't make something boring if they tried.
What has Arc made in the past? Nobody's going to know. But what has Arc done in the past?
The tricky thing is that most fans, including myself, see this as a sacred genre for Marvel. The tough part is finding a partner that's crazy enough to take on the task, because you either do something like this big and bold, or you don't do it at all.
I feel like I have a good grasp on their
Guilty
style
Gear?
and how they would approach certain IPs. You come in with your kind of own expectations of, here's what I would expect to see from Arc System Works when they take on a Marvel IP. And what came up was something that went beyond that.
Hyper Light Breaker, Torchlight, Neverwinter. Okay, alright, alright.
あんまり芳しくなかった印象があって、何が
They did Dragon Ball Fighter Z. That's the one I needed to hear.
もっとアークのやりたいマーベル
Dragon Ball Fighter Z is a big one.
I
remember personally the first time I saw Iron Man was really when I felt we had something special.
なので今回のアイアンマンのデザインを皆さんご覧いただければ分かると思うんですけども、かなりこう日本らしいアークシステムワークスらしいデザインっていうのが、出ているかなと思うので、マーベルの皆さんの反応がすこぶる良くて、あ、これなんだみたいないう感じで。
Iron Man is supposed to be this sleek fighter jet, think luxury race car mixed with a brick house. And the fact that they added anime mech elements to him just felt really naturally at home.
One of the mantras that we have for this project is from Japan to the world, and really trying to take not just the IP.
They touched on it. They touched on it that like Capcom, I'm sorry, Marvel and fighting games is
bring that to the global
a
platform.
big deal. Like I want to know, Maddie, Mr. Maddie Plays probably losing his mind right now over this. Like this is actually huge
when Arc looks at
for a
these
lot
Marvel
of people.
Characters, it's not simply just the visuals; it's also the gameplay mechanics and adding in that what is that pop, what is going to be something that's different.
And that's why this is probably the end of the show, right? This is what they're ending on.
2v2, 3v3. We felt like we just had to go 4v4, and in doing so we found a lot of unique and fun ways to change up the gameplay that I think players are going to be very excited to see.
今回4対4という、革新的なところにチャレンジしている中で4キャラクター練習しないと勝てないんじゃないのとか安心してください。
Learning 4 characters is extremely daunting, but the team at Arc System Works has found a way to design a system that adapts to your playstyle. So you could either duke it out as just the leader and 3 assists, or you can tag in your assists to swap the leader and change the matchup on the fly.
I don't think a lot of people thought this day would be here, would come. You know, this has just been an awesome journey, and I'm excited that we get to be able to share it with all the fans out there.
I'll tell you right now, a lot of fighting games, they never get to experience this level of production, and it's just a dream to even be working with these two great partners.
それは決してビジネスという枠組みではなくて、それぞれの強い思いの中でこのタイトルを成功させよう、いいゲームにしてファンに届けようと。
The 3 companies have come together to do this, and I think we really are going to make something magical here.
このタイトルですね、まだまだ開発途中ではありますが、続々とキャラクターも発表していきたいと思いますし、キャラクター以外のコンテンツというところも今後いろいろ出ていくと思います。今しばらく楽しみにお待ちいただければなと思います。Stay tuned.
Yeah, this is actually huge. Which I never played the original Marvel fighting games. So I look at it and go, oh cool, a fighting game. Right? I look at it the way I would look at it in Injustice, and I go, oh, Injustice is fun. But for a lot of folks...
Still with me?
Alright, and that's the end. Overall, I see why they announced it in a day, right? It makes sense to me. Couple did stand out. The beginning was really bad. I mean, I like music games, so musical Tetris is cool. But I know Lotus was really excited for the other game as well. Pragmata, that was it. I know Lotus was very excited for Pragmata. I don't even know why they showed Ghost of Yotei. Just to say, hey, you'll get to see it in another month. Like, that's just an absolutely bizarre decision to me. Instead of just saying, I don't know, just when July, like, Ghost of Yotei has a big enough audience that if you say, oh, we're doing a showcase or we're doing a gameplay reveal for this, you don't need to put it in here. That was a weird one. This was the music game. Final Fantasy Tactics looks cool just because I like those style of games, so that's actually kind of interesting to me. I've never played Neo, but Neo looked very cool. Silent Hill F. Silent Hill's cool. It's all just everything is just going to be sort of a... It's all going to be just a sort of a And that was neat. And then something like James Bond, unfortunately, James Bond over here in the corner, you're getting overlooked, buddy. You're getting overlooked because it was surrounded by all this other stuff that was like, okay. The Thief, why does it, are they gonna, did I pause it too soon? Like, do they transition and show the rest of the games? Yes, okay. You know, a lot of things. Thief VR looked really cool. Thief VR, I think that's an awesome concept. Sword in the Sea, just because I like Squid, they get points because they're cool games. This one seemed the most... Oh, I'm blocking everything. Sorry, let me go smaller again. This looked the most interesting, right? This Tides of Tomorrow. That one actually seemed very unique. Where... Will I be able to find it? It was before James Bond. There it is. Where sort of you are competing against other players, but their past actions is what you're playing against. Like, this is a super interesting concept, and this was by the same developers who did Route 96, was it? Or Road 96? Road 96. Which, to their credit, when they made Road 96 was a really cool and interesting concept too. So I think that this is a studio that has a lot of potential. And the weird thing about it is it was one of the better looking... Obviously, it has its own unique art style. But it was in my opinion, it was one of the better looking games. Which is weird when you're comparing it to a Silent Hill F. Right? You think Silent Hill F is going to be this legendary visual style. And it really was like, okay. It looked fine. But Silent Hill's the type of thing that can get you with the psychological horror and all that stuff, right? So they don't necessarily need the visuals, but the story and the psychological horror and all that other stuff is sort of what can drag you in. But this to me looks better than Silent Hill, because Silent Hill was going for a bit more realistic, right? This looked interesting as well, new pirate game. But yeah, mostly just meh. And then of course, James Bond. James Bond was really, really neat because it's a cool take that he's that young. And I like that. I like that he's really, really... So you get to step in the shoes. And assuming they're going to do the same thing they did with Hitman and they're going to branch this out, and this might have 3 games in its series, right? It might be planned for a trilogy or something like that. At least early stages, depending on how well it does. But mixing kind of a hybrid of a little bit more storytelling and a little bit more set-piece moments and cinematic gameplay... Right, that obviously was just a big action sequence where, you know, just firing down. So a little bit more of those types of moments is cool. But other than that, I don't know. It was fine. I'd give it I would say overall B-. B-, which I know probably a lot of you don't agree with. Maybe you would say it's like a C or a D. But I would say B- just because I'm not judging it on the games that I'm not interested in, right? I think I would actually say if I were to give it a lower score, I'd say C, because the pacing was just all over the place. Like, it's just too... you can't look at any, you can't absorb anything. Nothing just sits, right? It's just like, boom, look at this game, boom, look at that game, bam, look at that game. And I hate that style. That's what I hate about these showcases. They did have, that is something really cool. They did have demos that released right away, right, Hobby? They had demos available. It was for Neo and what was the other one that has a demo coming out later today? I forgot what they said. It was one other game had a demo. Prime! Hey, Prime! Your room looks really nice. Thank you! Welcome! We're at my little hangout. This is my jam. I need a couple more things. I have a lot of books, like those are all books, and then I have more books, and then on this side is more books. But I don't have money to get all these collector's editions and stuff. I use it, you know, on other things and giveaways and stuff like that, so. But I don't know. Yeah, B minus. B minus. Anyway, thank you all for those of you who did tune in for this. I'm much looking forward to the Xbox Showcase. Chat is disabled for this live stream. Did they turn it off? Did they turn off chat? Or is it just because the stream is over? Out of all of these, I'm most looking forward to probably 007. I think it's an easy sell, actually. 007. 007, Tides of Tomorrow intrigued me. Thief VR, I won't play because I'm not buying PlayStation VR to experience that, but that was cool. Mortal Kombat getting multiplayer support is also massive. That's also really, really big to go back to all those classic games and be able to play online. Metal Gear Solid Delta didn't really do anything for me, to be honest, but I don't, maybe I'm just not, I've never played a Metal Gear game. So when it first launched or was first revealed, I thought it looked good, and now I think it looks fine. I would say the weirdest thing about this showcase was that none of these games, other than Sword of the Sea, right, because that's a game that's known for its art style, none of these games really were visually impressive, which is a weird thing to say in 2025. A weird thing to say. Final Fantasy Tactics probably the only thing I would play. Excited for Neo 3 and 007. Better to do nothing than to do poo. It's a beautiful way of putting it. But we have the Xbox Showcase and we have Summer Games Fest. Neo had you locked in. That's good. I think everybody got a little bit of, you got like one thing that was at least interesting. Right? For you, it was Neo. For Lotus, it was Pragmata. For myself, 007 looks the most interesting. Holly, I guess, just like none of it. Oh boy. Anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out today. Thank you to both Chris and Holly for your continued generosity. I really appreciate the support that you guys send to the channel. It means a lot. Also, the Sword game coming to PlayStation Plus and Resident Evil 2 original. Yeah. The Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3. Disappointed Resident Evil 9 was not there. We talked about that. I mean, you were there, Bobby. When we talked about that, and you failed me. When we mentioned that Capcom, I guess for Resident Evil games, they don't need to do the exclusive marketing to PlayStation anymore. And if we see it, it might be at Summer Game. It'll probably be at Summer Games Fest. So there you go. I don't think you're not going to get it, but I just think you're going to have to wait a little bit longer before you do get to see it. So there you go. All right. Thank you all so much for joining. And I will catch you all. I'm making a video discussing whether or not Elder Scrolls 6 is going to make it to the Xbox Showcase. Just sort of looking at all the arguments and saying, here's the argument, and here's the argument against it. So keep an eye out for that. I'm going to try to release that tomorrow. Probably no podcast tomorrow also, just because there is the 2 showcases this weekend, so there's going to be a lot of content, so probably no podcast on Thursday. Just as an FYI, I'll be streaming Friday and Sunday, so keep an eye out for those. And as always, I hope to see you all next time. Thank you all for hanging out.